he gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now he all in. I was down in the chips.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Go right in. Here we go, 47.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Going to 53. Mike 56. Mike 56. 26.
First down, Prescott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. 56. Check 4. Yeah. 50. Check 50. Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Check hot route. Hot. Hopper. 54. Hot seven. Watch the run. It's out. Eggs out. Whip. Watch the whip.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check the backer, check the backer. Here we go, 46. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. Couldn't throw quickly. Check that.
26. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott going to come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
56. Hey, let's get this. Watch twist. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Powers through him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right here. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down, Love. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
I'm coming. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Check the outreach.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st down, here's Love. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Spot. Right. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, go. I'm coming. Alert flare. Flare. Zoom. Patrick.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Take 47. Mike 3. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 36. 26.
Prescott on first down. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Prescott to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
They're running it. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shout out. Silver. Mike 56. Mike 56. Target.
And again, it's Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. 12 yards there and a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Check. Come on. I got motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. I get to 6.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play there out of Geis. 53 yards. So a big play there running right. The DN couldn't get out. They couldn't stop him. It was the offense setting the edge and getting the big gain. Yeah, essentially when you're the defensive end, when they talk about setting the edge so the offense has to bounce it one way or the other, instead, that edge was actually rounded off by the offense and continued deep down the field. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 13. It's free. 19. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Geis with a carry on second down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go. Let's do it.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
This is Love. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down now, it's Love, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Third down, here's Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
30-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Gun. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Not today, you are. Not today.
Prescott from the gun. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike's 56.
Prescott now on second down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
56, Mike, 56. Go, get out there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Come to the ending. Get ready. Get ready. Rotate. Press the bell. Go, go. Motion, motion. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. On the ball. On the ball. On the ball. Hey, Mike 20.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, throw left side, complete. That's Love. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let him know. Let him know. Kill. Hayward. Wide. Get wide.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Incomplete. Reed Williams on the coverage.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, 47. Mott's 56. Mott's 56. You remember me? You remember me?
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch. 56, Mike, 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Shift. Here we go, 47.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Zero. All right, you got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Maher is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 54. Come to my work. We won't. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
There we go. Slide in. 56, right there. 56. Hey, kill. 56. 47. 56. Let's go. The pass. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Maher on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Redskins 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
54. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Switch. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 48 and 47.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Catch is made by Hurd. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here we go. 48. Come on now. Here we go. Going to 54. 188. Mike 3. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, he completes it to Hurd. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Prescott now Rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
3 down, 3 down. Mike, 3. We're going to 54. Right here. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some.
Prescott yet again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Off, push him back. Push him back.
Now Haskins on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
On first down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! All day.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 20. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, Mike 20. Come on, D. Hey, check 24.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins spins by. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, here's Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Echo. Mike 20. Come on, boy. Come on. Yo. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Slam. Slam.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You. 56. Under. 6 right there. 56. Watch quick.
Throwing here, Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Cowboys, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.